next guest at the Teradek booth at IBC 2013, that is a mouthful that I'll be glad I don't have to say come tomorrow when this show is over. I'm joined by Randy from BandPro USA, but visiting Munich. Well, this isn't Munich, this is Amsterdam, so you're in the wrong place.
Yeah,
I don't know how that happened.
You're on the wrong place.
It's hard to tell sometimes where you're at when you're in Amsterdam, so maybe I thought it was in Munich.
You've been out here for a while in Europe?
Yeah, for about a week now.
Nice.
Yeah. So
you get used to it. It's better. It's better
it's
here.
pretty nice.
It's pretty good.
Yes.
Okay, and now BandPro, you have a number of brands.
Right, yeah, we're a reseller of camera packages. We've been in business for almost 30 years. We sell everything from lenses, camera bodies, recorders, tripods, all that stuff. But the thing that we bring that the box house type places don't bring is we have filmmaking experience, and we also create our own content with the new products so that we can have first-hand knowledge on any of the problems that will arise, hopefully before they arise on set.
Okay. One of the main lines that you have, quite recently I guess, is a Chinese company?
Yes, it's a Movcam. It's a line of accessories for a variety of products. We've got a small handle for the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera here, and there's all kinds of cages, follow focus, matte box, all that kind of stuff. It's all, a lot of it's designed in collaboration with James Lee, who is a guy who knows a lot about this stuff. He's been in the industry for many years, and he's got a lot of experience with different types of accessories, and he knows what works and what doesn't.
Okay, well, you've got Matt there at the end, who's been a huge fan of Movcam products. Seems to put all his cameras onto Movcam rigs. Matt, do you want to just very quickly
what do you like the best out of
why do you use them?
Why do I use them? I just think they're well designed. If I was designing rigs for my cameras, it's the sort of thing that I would do. And I've found with them, I always call them Movcam, which is probably wrong. Movcam.
I've heard it both
ways.
Movcam,
Movcam, potato. I always find that they're very good, and anytime I come up with suggestions for them or I talk to them, they get back to you straight away and they implement designs. They actually listen to the end user, which a lot of companies don't. And they go, oh, okay, that's a great idea. And a few times I've made suggestions and I've turned up and they've already done it, or they say they're working on it, or they take me around and show me and say, here, look, we've already done exactly what you want us to do.
That's a big part of it. Is
great.
The development cycle is really quick. They use a lot of newer technologies, rapid prototyping, that sort of stuff, and they can listen, change stuff, and adjust things that don't work and cause them to work later. So
it's quite interesting. I mean, I'll digress for a second, but you're an American company, they're a Chinese company,
right? And I'm representing our German wing in a different European
exactly.
company.
We're in a global environment now.
Absolutely.
Some users are still pretty phobic about things from Asia. Apart from of course not cameras. Funny enough, we've been using cameras from Asia for forever and a day, and nobody seems to worry about that. Do you think the quality of the stuff you're seeing now is the same, better?
It's
different?
I always see the quality improving with the Movcam stuff, but what I noticed is that the improvements are focused by user suggestions, as we were just talking about, and I think that creates just that sort of call and response dynamic that happens between the manufacturer and the end user. I think that's like, the faster you can make that happen, the better your products can be, quicker. And this is
it
just
doesn't
one
matter
result
whether you're in like America or China or Europe, really. I guess if you can
it's
get
not
that.
It's not the location. It's the attitude behind the manufacturing and the philosophy of quality versus value.
Because there are some pretty. I can say this. There's some pretty crappy Chinese brands out there. There's pretty crappy Asian, Taiwanese, Korean brands out there. There's pretty crappy American brands. I'm not naming names, but but Movcam, from my experience, just certainly isn't that.
It's an international effort, and it's focused on creating products for users and listening to them, basically.
Okay.
So I think that's the message, is that if we can make stuff that the users want, rather than just to satisfy some quota and make a box for some certain price that we can discount, it's not about that. It's about making a great matte box or making a great follow focus.
And you don't just represent Asian products. I mean, what are the brands do you have under your...
I mean, we've got all kinds of, we sell a wide variety of lenses. We've got Sony, Canon, 4K cameras. We're doing a lot of 4K workflow, and I'm doing it myself on my Mac and that sort of thing, and it's been really illuminating that you can actually do that stuff now, even on a laptop. We've got wireless technology, got Teradek, Paralinks, all kinds of stuff like that. We've been doing a lot of stuff with the Key Pro Quad, doing 4K play out in our booth. Also created I directed and shot a 4K film that's being shown in Sony's 4K
There's a
theater.
lot of stuff on your booth here. If you're at IBC, you're planning to come tomorrow, definitely swing by. There's a lot of fun stuff going on the band.
I think there might be one more screening at 11:15 Sony's 4K theater. You can see one of the films that we shot.
Tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to very quickly just run us through this? For those who haven't seen, this is the newest product that these guys have got.
Yeah, for a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. It's just a pretty simple but modular design. It allows you to mount a variety of things. You can put Noga arms in here, side handles, or you can kind of adjust these top handles. Everything's kind of
minimalistic but functional.
On a cheese plate. Yeah, it's very minimalistic, but a lot of times you need the ability to kind of change stuff around and be modular with it, and I think this does a good job accomplishing that, kind of making it a little more rugged.
Have you got an idea how much this one's going to be?
My head is so full of digital numbers and that sort of thing, I don't have any room left for prices, unfortunately. So I will have to defer that to my colleagues.
Less than $10,000.
Yes. Come on down to our
The
booth.
good thing is too is that like on all the Movcam rigs is that all the holes are tapped.
Yeah.
Unlike some other manufacturers where maybe only half of them or even a quarter of them are tapped.
And it's tapped all over, and also the edges are nice and rounded. It's not like sharp, unfinished, sort of barely like let's just kick this out for nothing kind of thing. This is it's a.
I think in general, I'm not going to speak directly about Movcam, but Asian products in general, they're slowly evolving and getting better, I think, in terms of finish.
But there
are still crappy ones. There are lots of crappy ones.
Absolutely, but what's key is what we were talking about before. It's not about the manufacturers.
It's the attitude. It's
about the end users. It's about the films that these people are going to make, and it's about it's more about that and supporting the artistry than it is about making something for cheap.
Great. Okay, thank you so much for coming in, bringing it out to show us.
Great.
And if people want to know more about what you do, if they're at the show, go to the BandPro.
Yeah, we're in Hall 11, right by the front door.
If they're not at the show and they want to know more, watching online, where can they go?
And our European website is bandpro.de, and our US website is bandpro.com. And you can feel free to visit us in any of our offices. We've got offices in LA, New York, Munich, and Tel Aviv.
Great, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Okay.
And everybody else, we'll be right back with a really interesting panel discussion. Well, there'll be a panel discussion with Steve Weiss from Zacudo and Ilya Freeman, if he's shown up.
There he is.
There he is. I'm going to wave at him there. And hopefully Jeremy Young from Atomos. So, with rather controversial figures.
Those are all my boys.
They're all going to come in and sit right here in about 3 minutes. See you then.